The next menu option is Song, where you set the sequence of loops to create a song. So to get to the song setting portion of a PSPSeq, you press Start, push down the D-pad to get to Song, push right, and then the only option here is Sequence, so you select that. And this brings up what looks like another menu, but is in fact the sequencer list. If the sequencer is in loop mode, then the list is ignored and the sequencer just plays the current selected loop. If the sequencer is in song mode, then this list is used. On the far left-hand side is a number that ranges from 000 to 999. This is the song measure. When you start a song, it plays for measure 000. After this is the word loop and then a name. This shows which loop is being played back at a particular measure. This name is a number ranging from 0 to 99 by default, but can also be set to any name by using the rename loop feature I explained in the loop portion of the tutorial. After the loop name is reps and a number. This is the number of times that a particular loop is repeated before moving on to the next measure. When a new song is created in PSPSeq, the song sequence is initialized to simply playback loop 00 4 times. Each measure has a loop equal to 00 and reps equal to 1. So you can see that each of these four has loop 00 and reps 1. Then on measure 4 is the word restart. This tells the PSPSeq to go back to measure 000 after playing measure 3. And also causes the song to play indefinitely. It's also possible to halt the sequencer when it reaches the end of a song. The last measure will say halt in this case. And now I'm going to describe how to change all of the different options within the song menu. First of all, to move through the sequence, you push the D-pad up or down. So pushing up or down, you change the current selected measure. If you want to go quickly through the list of songs, you can hold the square button and push up or down on the D-pad to jump 10 measures at a time. To change the loop being played at a particular measure, you hold the left trigger and push either the analog or digital pad up or down. So if you hold left trigger and then you push the analog pad up, you change the loop number at that measure, you push down, it goes through again, and it goes down. So you can use either the digital or analog pad to control that. In order to change the number of times a particular loop repeats, you hold the right trigger and push the analog pad up or down. Sorry, right trigger. And now you can see that the number of repetitions is increasing. So now in this case, loop 1 would play 5 times in the first measure, and then after playing 5 times, it would go and play loop 0 once. Let's see, what else can I show you here? If you want to insert or delete a measure, you would hold the triangle button and then push up or down on the digital pad in order to insert or delete a measure. So if you hold triangle and push down, that inserts a measure, and if you hold triangle and push up, it deletes a measure. And the way you can actually see this is you can see that when I hold triangle and push down, you can see that the restart, it moves from measure 4 to measure 5. And then if you want to change from a loop restarting or halting, what you do is you would select that loop and you would hold the left trigger and push the analog pad or digital pad up or down. And if you go down from loop 0, you hit halt and then you hit restart. And if you go up from 99, you hit restart, or halt and then restart in that direction as well. So if you're on loop 0, you can't set halt or restart. You need to at least have one measure in a song. Also, if you push X while on a particular measure, it loads that loop from that measure. So if I hit X on measure 0, we go to loop 1. And if you look in the lower left-hand side of the screen, you can see that LP changed from 0 to 1 in that case. I'm going to load up a song real quick so that way you can see what this looks like when you actually have a more complete song. So I'm going to press start to exit. push start to get back to the menu system, select system, then load, and I'm going to load in song hs00.seq. So now if I push start and go down to song and select sequence, now you can see that there's all this song information for the particular song. So you can also see that the loop names are not numbers. All the loops have been renamed. So loop 0, or measure 000, we're playing loop beat 1 for 1 repetition. And then on loop 1, we're playing beat 2 for 1 repetition. And if I push X on measure 0, it loads in the data from, or switches to loop beat 1. And then if I push, say I push X on measure 4, it loads in loop beat 5, and so on and so forth. So you can just scroll through, and you can pick different measures that you want to load up. Anyways, that's about all I have to say about sequencing songs. So the next option is the config, which configures various parts of the synthesizers and also general operation of the sequencer.